Good evening, and welcome to the Rockefeller Oval, here in Yonkers, New York, for tonight's game between the New Ohio Debonairs and the New York Haberdashers. At this time, we will introduce the starting lineup of the visiting side, the New Ohio Debonairs. Batting first, the second baseman, number 20, Turf Tamber. Batting second, the third baseman, number 13, Quincy Longpants. Batting third, the center fielder, number 18, Chud Tata. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 15, Ped Wingner. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 2, Jake Steakhouse. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 10, Loud Juice Kendrick. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 30, Herrick Burns. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 31, Hammond Dangle. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 11, Catfish Hunter. And hats off, ladies and gentlemen, to the Haberdashers. Let's give our caps a big wave in the air as we welcome the Haberdashers to the field for tonight's game. The left fielder, number 8, Stump Phillips. Center fielder, number 7, Hubie Goozle. The first baseman, number 29, Gauze Blacksmith. The right fielder, number 40, Whiny Jagoff. The third baseman, number 46, Boob Jenner. The second baseman, number 23, Trevor Knockmore. The shortstop, number 16, Stokely Hathaway. The catcher, number 12, Doug Lumps. And taking the mound tonight, the starting pitcher for your New York Haberdashers, number 36, Rasmus Auctions. And Haberdasher fans, let's go and wave those caps in the air. Hats off to the Dashers.
Good afternoon to you all. From Yonkers, New York, my name is Scooch Closer. This is Radio WJZ, New York's only home for endless wet jazz and New York's only home of the New York Haberdashers. We're getting things started with tonight's game, and Turf Tamber has already on the first pitch hit a home run to Industry to get the Debonairs on the board 1-0. So that is brought to you by Industry brand fragrances, colognes and perfumes. Why smell like anything when you can smell like the clean, fresh scent of Industry, found wherever smells are sold. That was right off the bat. That was Turf Tamber's 6th home run this season. Quincy Longpants is going to ground that one right to Stokely Hathaway and throw to Gauze Blacksmith in time. Chud Tata is up next. On the mound tonight is Rasmus Auctions. He has 1-2 this season in 5 starts, an ERA of 3.34, 12 strikeouts, so hopefully we'll see him add to that tally tonight. And he pitches on average 7 innings a game, and he hits it high and far to Chud Tata, who hits it to Industry again for another home run. My goodness. Well, it is one of those days, I think, when the Debonairs just seem like they hit everything that they want, and it is now 2-0 with Ped Wingner, the man who hits more home runs than anyone of the Debonairs. He has hit 10 home runs this season so far. That was number 9, by the way, from Chud Tata. Wingner will be on with a single with 1 out so far. That gets right past the diving glove of Gauze Blacksmith, and it is time for Jake Steakhouse. Let's say the New York Haberdashers, and that's going to be potentially right to Hathaway, to Blacksmith, a Fancy Dan to end the inning. Brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan and try their gelatin-based tonics, sculpting epoxies, crimping powder, and other sorts of hair treatment elixirs. Because why be a Mitchell when you can be a Fancy Dan? Well, on the mound today for the Debonairs is Catfish Hunter, 2-1 so far this season, an ERA of 2.58. 16 strikeouts in his 5 starts. And he's going to get Stump Phillips popping up for out number 1. This brings us to Hubie Goozle. Hubie Goozle's batting .303 this season. A bit of a trouble getting it, but he gets the catfish hunter in time for out number 2. And that now brings us to Gauze Blacksmith, who's been batting .367 this season. He's going to be on with a 2-out single. A line drive right past the glove of Loud Juice Kendrick. Retrieved by Carrick Burns, and he is on with a single with 2 outs, bringing up Whiny Jagoff. Batting .412. And he will hit into the 3rd out of the inning. So the Debonairs start things off with, that's a Loud Juice Kendrick dropping a single into shallow center field. And this brings up Carrick Burns, the right fielder, who's going to hit that one. It's going to find the gap in deep center field. That's going to put him on second, and will it round the bases for Kendrick? Well, goodness me, Burns is in with a triple. Actually, his 3rd triple of the season. And it brings home Loud Juice Kendrick is 3-0 in favor of the Debonairs. 17-6 going into today's game. New York 12-11. 5 games back on the Debonairs. And that is right to Stokely Hathaway to Blacksmith. Hammond Dangle bats home the 4th run of the game. It's Carrick Burns from 3rd. But it is 1 out. That is Catfish Hunter. The pitcher is going to hit that on the first pitch. And it goes right to Hubie Goozle for out number 2. We go back to the top of the order with Turf Tamba here in the top of the 2nd. It is going to be high up in the air, and it should be an easy catch for Doug Lumps. He gets it, and it brings us to the end of the inning. So 2 more runs scored, thanks to a Carrick Burns triple and a sacrifice from Hammond Dangle to make it 4-0. Bottom of the 2nd, and that is Boob Jenner swinging at the first pitch. It doesn't have the velocity quite so much, and it is out number 1, right to Carrick Burns. This is Trevor Knockmore. Facing a 1-1 count. That's going to find the gap in the infield. It's going to dribble right to Chug Tater, and that will put Trevor Knockmore on first with 1 out, bringing us to Stokely Hathaway. Hathaway batting .302 this season. That is right to Chud Tater for out number 2. This brings up Doug Lumps, who's going to hit it into a fielder's choice right to Quincy Longpants. It strands the 1 runner, and it brings us to the end of 2. 4-0 in favor of the Debonairs. The Dashers already behind the 8 ball here, so to speak. It's Quincy Longpants starting things off. He's going to pop that one high up into shallow right. Easy for Whiny Jagoff for out number 1, and this brings us to Chud Tater, who hit a home run in this first at-bat just 2 innings ago. Fouls off the first pitch. Rasmus Auctions has not pitched a lot of home runs. He's only had 6 home runs hit off of him this season. 2 more added to it today, and that is going to be an easy one rounded right to the pitcher Auctions. It's close to Blacksmith for out number 2. Here we have Ted Wingner batting .412 this season. He's going to hit that one. It's going to drop just short of Stump Phillips, and he's going to be on with a single. So that is 2 for 2 today for Mr. Wingner. And it brings us to Jake Stakehouse. He hit into that double play in the inning in the first, and he's going to keep things going with a single. Right to Hubie Goozle. And with 2 outs, it is now Loud Juice Kendrick. Kendrick, a pickup from Boston by the Debonairs. I believe they got rid of Bruce Dapper, the pitcher, and picked up Loud Juice Kendrick, and he's been hitting .423 this season compared to .392 last season. So I'd say that's a good trade. Unfortunately, he's going to pop that one into foul territory. I believe that was Gauze Blacksmith making the catch. And it will bring an end to that inning for the Debonairs. Rasmus Auctions takes the plate for the Dashers in the bottom of the third. Swings mightily at strike 2. And he swings late at that one to get the first strikeout of the day for Catfish Hunter. That is number 17 on the season for him. And it brings us to the top of the order for Stump Phillips, who hits that one high. Is it far enough? My goodness, it's the industry. That is home run number 13 for the league leader of home runs, if I recall. Stump Phillips puts the Dashers on the board with a home run to industry, 4-1. Home run number 13 for him, brought to you by Industry Brand, colognes, perfumes, and fragrances. Why would you want to smell like anything when there is industry to smell like? Hubie Goozle is going to ground that one right to Catfish Hunter, who is in fact a Catfish Hunter. That is a pseudonym. Perhaps he uses a fake name to help encourage his catfish hunting business. Could have a backup plan if baseball is not going to plan it out for you. You know, it is a dangerous game. And he's going to get Gauze Blacksmith grounding right out to Jake Stakehouse. The throw to Loud Juice Kendrick is in time. So, Stump Phillips with the home run, the only run and hit of the inning, gets the Dashers on the board, but they're still down 4-1. Eric Burns hits it high enough. Is it far enough? I don't think so. Hubie Goozle says he has it, and he does in fact have it for out number 1. And just a ham and dangle, he did bat in on a sacrifice, one of the runs in the second inning. He's going to pop up the first pitch right to Stump Phillips in left field for out number 2. So this is the pitcher spot, Catfish Hunter, second at bat. He's not an automatic, he's 3 for 11 this season, which gives him a record of 2 of 73, I guess 3 for 12, so 250. He's going to strike out looking, so that is strikeout number 1 for Rasmus Auctions, 13 on the season for him. And that brings us to the end of the inning. So that will switch sides. That will retire the side for the Debonairs and bring up Quiney Jagoff, the cleanup spot for the Haberdashers. 3 balls in a row so far, and he smashes that one. Is it high enough? Is it far enough? It's Winterstream. And another solo home run for the Haberdashers brings it to 4-2. Well, I must say it would behoove them better to maybe string some of these runs together, but I mean, if you can keep smashing it out of the ballpark like that. Quiney Jagoff hits his 7th home run of the season, and it's 4-2. Goodness me. Well, Boop Jenner, with 0 outs, batting .349. He's going to ground that one right to Jake Stakehouse, and the throw is in time to Kendrick, which brings up Trevor. Knockmore had a single in the second inning. And Knockmore is going to pop that one high up into the air. Looks like it will be an easy catch for Tamba. Turf Tamba calls it off, and the second baseman gets the catch for out number 2. That is Stokely Hathaway, who just barely makes contact, hits it right to Quincy Longpants. And yet again, it is 1 home run, this time from Quiney Jagoff, to put another run on the board for the Haberdashers. It's only a 2-run game, 4-2. And Turf Tamba, who is responsible for one of the home runs, will pop it up into the air, and Stump Phillips with the catch in left field. This is Quincy Longpants. Of course, the home run from Quiney Jagoff brought to you by Industry Brand, colognes, perfumes, and fragrances. Because we're having a good night on the town, and someone says, "My God, that smell is intoxicating." You say, "My dear." And he gets Quincy Longpants striking out. I believe he was striking out looking. That is strikeout number 2 for the game for Mr. Auction. And this is Chud Tater, so perhaps a bit calmed down is Rasmus Auctions after that quite adventurous first inning. He's got Tater popping that one high into the air. It should be an easy one for Whiny Jagoff, and I think it might be a... yes, it is a 1-2-3 inning for the Debonairs. Brings us to the bottom of the 5th. And Doug Lumps takes the plate. That first one is high for ball 1. Inside, I think, as I heard him say. Gonna ground that one right to Jake Steakhouse on the second pitch. Easy throw for out number 1. This is Rasmus Auctions up next. Auctions struck out in his first at-bat. He swings wildly at these pitches. And he swings wildly at that one. Is it far enough? My goodness, it is right to the glove of Carrick Barnes for out number 2. My word, I was hopeful. I was hopeful there, my good friends, my listeners, Haberdasher fans. Brings us to Stump Phillips, and we know that he hit a home run in his last at-bat. That was in the 3rd inning. Let's see if he can recreate the magic. The leader of the league in home runs, if I recall. But it's going to get right past the glove of Jake Steakhouse, and it's going to be all the way to Chud Tater. He's going to be on with a single. So a 2-out single from Stump Phillips brings us to QB Goozle. Goozle's going to send that one sailing over the head, and a diving Ted Wingner cannot make the grab. And he's on with a single. So runners on first and second for Gauze Blacksmith, who's 1 for 2 today with a single in the first inning. And that's going to keep this going. It's going to be a single right to Chud Tater. The throw, is it in time at home? No, it is 4-3, and it moves the runners. So Gauze Blacksmith with an RBI single, and it's 4-3 in favor of the Debonairs. But here is Whiny Jagoff, and again he hit a home run his last at-bat. He smashes that one. Is it high enough and far enough? It is going to drop. It is going to send 2 runs and put Whiny Jagoff on second. So a 2 RBI double for Whiny Jagoff gives the Haberdashers the lead in the bottom of the 5th. Boob Jenner is now up to the plate, and he is going to hit that one right to Quincy Longpants, who overhand throws it with a throwing style. It does end the inning, however. A big 3 runs were scored. A 2-run double, 2 RBI double from Whiny Jagoff, and of course Gauze Blacksmith batting home the first run. Now it's Ted Wingner, who just like that ties it up again with a home run to Industry. My goodness. Sometimes you just have to stand and watch in wonder as Ted Wingner, who's batting .412 for the season, 3 for 3 today. That is his 11th home run for the season, and it is tied at 5. This is now Jake Steakhouse. Pops it up for out number 1, right from QB Goozle. And we had to Loud Juice Kendrick, 1 for 2 today. A single in the second. Ted Wingner's home run brought to you by Industry Brand, colognes, perfumes, and fragrances, because why smell like anything when you can smell like the clean, fresh scent of Industry? Found wherever smells are sold. This is his 5 home runs today, as that is Trevor Knockmore grabbing that one, throwing to Gauze Blacksmith, and that is bring up Carrick Barnes, who had a triple in the second. Hits it high, but is it far enough? I don't think so. Hubie Goozle is tracking it. He's going to stop and get the catch for out number 3. Well, it's a 2-3-4 inning, I guess you can say. Ted Wingner's home run ties the game up, bringing us to the bottom of the 6th. And Trevor Knockmore facing Catfish Hunter, who stays in it, and that's going to be grounded right to Hunter. Throw is easy to Kendrick, and Stokely Hathaway takes the plate. Hathaway's 0 for 2 today, but he's going to get on with a single that is right to Kerrick Burns. Finds the gap between Tamba and Kendrick, and Doug Lumps with 1 out. Or no, it's going to be Moss Wirtz, so Lumps' day will be over. A pinch hitter. And he swings at the first one. Moss Wirtz is batting 400 this season. He's a backup first baseman. Was batting 451 with the Charleston Crows. And he's going to strike out swinging, so that is unfortunate. We'll see what that does for him as Rasmus Auctions takes the plate, so his day will continue, it appears. He hits it high. Is it hard and far enough? It is not. It is going to be an easy one for Chud Tater. And that is out number 3. So 5 apiece. And I do wonder what the Haberdashers will be doing as far as catcher. Yes, it will be Dip Hurls coming in after Moss Wirtz was a pinch hitter. So Dip Hurls, the backup catcher. And that's going to be a pop-up to Hubie Goozle, Hammond Dangle with the first out. Here is Catfish Hunter. So his day will continue. He will go into the bottom of the 7th. He does make contact. He goes right to Gauze Blacksmith, and it's out number 2. This is Turf Camber at the top of the order again. Camber's going to be on with a single. He hits it right into the gap between Jenna and Hathaway. Stump Phillips retrieves it. And Quincy Longpants, who was 0 for 3 today, he struck out his last at bat. It's going to be high up into the air, and Trevor Knockmore gets it, so that will be leaving 1 runner on, and it will strand him, so that will be 5-5 going to the bottom of the 7th. We have a good stretch, and I think we are stretching the capabilities of this game as it is 5-5. Stump Phillips, top of the order. He's 2 for 3 today. One of those 2 was a home run. 1 was a single. He's facing a 3-0 count, 3-1. That one was just inside the zone, and he's going to walk. So, I'm not certain that this was towards the end of the day for Catfish Hunter. He's at 66 pitches. Seems to be quite all right. But that's going to be, well, a diving catch. They can only get him at first. So Hubie Goozle moves Phillips to second, but looks like that's going to be the day for Catfish Hunter. In comes Shirley Boburley. And he gets Blacksmith flying out to Ped Wingner, keeps Phillips at second. Boburley has an ERA of 3.95 this season, only 6 strikeouts, but he's only stood up pitching 13 2/3 innings in 7 different games. So, looks like they're going to be intentionally walking Whiny Jacob to get to the 0-3 Boob Jenner. I'd say that's the worst idea. Jagoff is responsible for 3 of the 5 runs. And it does put runners on first and second with Boob Jenner, who hits it right to Jake Stakehouse to strand 2 and end the inning. So they get out of it, tied at 5. We are in for a close one today, my good listeners of Radio WJZ. Well, Tater smashes it foul. My goodness, that would have easily been a home run. Top of the 8th, and on deck is Ped Wingner. Well, Boob Jenner is going to get that one and ground out Tater right to first. Was Blacksmith. And Ped Wingner, well, we know what he's done. He's hit a home run and 2 singles today. He hits it high. Is it far enough? Is Hubie Goozle able to retrieve it? He does at the warning track for out number 2, and that is a big sigh of relief for Haberdashers fans ever. You could hear the eruption as they got Ped Wingner, which is no small feat. That is an astounding specimen of baseball. Jake Stakehouse is going to hit that right to a diving Stokely Hathaway. Throw in time. That's a 1-2-3 inning. And we go into the bottom of the 8th, tied at 5 with Trevor Knockmore. It's that first one foul. Facing Shirley Bo Burley, who came in for relief. And that's going to get right to a diving Loudjuice Kendrick. Throw to Bo Burley. That's out 1. Here is Stokely Hathaway had a single at his last. He's not going to stay in. That is actually going to be foul ball. Duncans coming in as a pinch hitter. Foul ball. Duncans batting 268. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs this season. He's only played in 13 games. And he's going to hit it into the gap, and that's going to be a single. So that brings up Dip Pearls, who is first at bat. He is batting .333 this season. And he's going to drop that one just short of Kerrick Burns and put runners on first and second. Brings us for Rasmus Auctions, or does it? It's Joe Nelly as a pinch hitter. Joe Nelly is going to hit that one, and that will load the bases for Stump Phillips. Well, this is the opportunity. 1 out. Stump Phillips hits it high. Is it far enough? It is going to drop short and hit the wall. 1 run is going to circle and 2 run is going to score. Stump Phillips is in with a double, hitting in 2 runs and giving the Haberdashers a 7-5 lead with 1 out. And here is Hubie Guzzo. Well, that is, unfortunately, Hubie Guzzo hits into a fielder's choice that gets the out at home. Puts runners on the corners for Gauze Blacksmith. So more trouble for Guzzo. He is 1 for 5 today. Blacksmith gets a strike. So those 3 RBIs today for Stump Phillips, making it 25 on the season for him. And unfortunately, that is a Blacksmith will pop that one out to Kerrick Burns. So we head to the 6, 7, and 8 spots in the lineup with a 2-run lead. Rasmus Auctions has come out, and Delmar Uptown faces Loud Juice Kendrick, who is already behind it, 0-2. Delmar Uptown, well, it's going to be 0-2 again with another foul. Uptown has 1 save this season. He's come in for 9 different games. He has a 2-2 record, so he does come in and get a win. And that's going to be out number 1, right to Knockmore. Throw in time to Blacksmith. That's out number 1. Getting Loud Juice Kendrick. Well, Kerrick Burns is the next one. And I must say, 8 innings of pitching from Rasmus Auctions is outstanding. That is Boob Jenner. He will throw that to Gauze Blacksmith in time. And here comes Hammond Dangle, although I imagine they might use a pinch hitter. No, they're going to go with Mr. Dangle. This could be the last out of the game. He swings at that one for strike 1. That's 5 for strike 2, for 5 for 1 and 1. Hits it right to Gauze Blacksmith. He will take the jog over. And it is a big win for the New York Haberdashers. Coming back from 4-0 down, they get the win. My goodness, my gracious. The final score, the New Ohio Debonairs, 5 runs, 9 hits. The New York Haberdashers, your winners, 7 runs, 13 hits. What a day, what a day. 5 home runs hit in that one. The winning pitcher is Rasmus Auctions. And my goodness, did he earn that one. Rasmus Auctions going 8 innings pitched. Improves to 2-2. Shirley Bo Burley gets the loss. And he will, in fact, that will be his first decision of the season for 0-1. The save goes, in fact, to Delmar Uptown. That's only his second save of the season. So that has improved the New York Haberdashers to a record of 13-11. It puts them 4 games behind the New Ohio Debonairs, and who dropped to 17-7 after today. And after this 3-game series, as the New York Haberdashers will go on the road, and they have a 3-game series starting to... No, both teams have a day off tomorrow for travel. The New York Haberdashers go on the road to Chicago to face the Teetotalers for a 3-game series. I imagine that Herzl Good will be on the mound in that opening game of the series. The New Ohio Debonairs, they head back home to New Ohio, where they welcome Amalgamated Baseball Holdings for a 3-game series starting in 2 days from now. Again, they have a travel day tomorrow. Both teams do. And we thank our finest dandies of the day. We thank the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company for bringing us our finest dandies of the day. The Honey Wheat Tobacco Company, growing fresh, hand-rolled cigarettes that are grown in the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas. They are good for any time. And our finest dandy of the day, third finest dandy, is Ped Wingnup, going 3 for 4 with a home run. Our second finest dandy is Whiny Jagoff, going 2 for 3 with a home run and 3 RBIs. But also getting 3 RBIs and a home run and a double, going 3 for 4, is our finest dandy of the day, getting a complimentary carton of Honey Wheat cigarettes. Stump Phillips. That is the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company, proudly sponsoring the finest dandies of the day across the entire Continental League for the 1920 season. The Honey Wheat Tobacco Company humbly requesting that you smoke wheat every day. Well, that is an exhausting day, if I, as a broadcaster, must say so. That is edge of your seat, riveting baseball action. If you were here at the ballpark, goodness me, you got your money's worth for that ticket. I hope that you got the enjoyment and the excitement that I was trying to bring to you over the radio. The Endless Wet Jazz will hopefully calm you down, as I think we need to all have a breather, and I could use a good stiff drink after that one. But that is going to be it for our day. My name is Scooch Closer. The Endless Wet Jazz will continue back here on Radio WJZ. And as we bid you goodnight, I say hats off to you, and hats off to the Dashers.